teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pacheco. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Pacheco once more. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. On the counter, ETN. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Butker now to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season,
It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Set now to kick this one away, and
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter.
Trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Tyree Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or intercept.
That is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up
this football game.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for one reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And now look at him go. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. How about this? He's to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Raiders 10. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.